Okay, we're going to start on the shaker part of the card. And if you get window sheets from your, well, they're not doing this anymore, so I'm not sure what they have, but you'll get a stiff window sheet here usually, and then another piece of lightweight acetate. But if you have both of those, you can use the window sheet that comes with your stamp set for a shaker card. So sometimes they've got little markings on, and what I like to do is just take like some hand sanitizer, rub it all over, and then got some wet wipes that have dried out and just wipe that off, and it cleans all those markings off. And you might have to do both sides. Sometimes it's hard to tell what side they're on. So just clean it off. And this should remove most of those image markings from the stamps. There. Maybe I'll just take my little washcloth too and kind of polish it up a little bit. And if that doesn't work, you can buy these at Hobby Lobby. It's like, or Michael's, it's a gum eraser, and you can kind of erase them too. It's another option. So we're going to cut our image. I'm going to punch it out first. And this punches out the top at the same time, which I'm not fond of, but we're going to punch it out there. And then I am going to punch out a lid from some silver. And we're going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat and stamp my images on here before I go any farther. So I'm using cherry cobbler. I think traditionally Valentine's is usually real red, but I thought maybe I'd switch it up a little bit. So stamp some hearts there, and maybe some more hearts here, and a couple more here, and we'll just see how it goes. Let's see. I think I want to put Sending a Little Love. So if I can find those. Let's see. Here's love. And let's see, sending a little. I guess this is sending a little all your way, so I don't know if you've ever done that. You put the stamp on backwards, and so all you get is a big blob. I'm going to stamp that here. And then I need another little one for love. that says look. Wrong one. Let's see. So it's got to be the other little one here. Here we go. Try not to get any ink on the edges. So there, now that we've got that done, I think I still need something up at the top here. So I think I'm just gonna maybe use this and stamp some off the edge. And maybe a couple more in the corner here. And can never have too many hearts at Valentine's Day, right? So now that we've got our image stamped, and you want to make sure you do that before you do the rest of this. So get this out of the way. And we're going to now get to the shaker part. So I'm going to cut this window sheet down to about, let's see, where's my little ruler? There it is, hiding. I like the bigger numbers because I'm getting old. Let's see. We're going to do about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So that'll be easy to remember. So I'm just going to take our paper trimmer out here, 2 3/4. And then I'll save the rest of that for another one. 2 3/4. And I think I'll probably throw that one away. And now, got some ink on there. Where's my little eraser? Somewhere I got some ink on my fingers. Let's see, clean those off. Okay, so now we're gonna glue this down. Not glue, but we're gonna use tear and tape. I can find it, I had it here just a second ago. And I'm a little crooked here. My camera went a little crooked. There we go. And you want it all the way around the image. Just inside of the shaker. There, now we're going to peel those off. Sometimes I don't have nails that work very well with that, so we're going to make sure we cover our image so it looks like this from the front. Okay. And then we are going to use some foam strips, and we're going to go all the way around this. So I'm going to take a new one. and we're going to circle our image with it. And you want to make sure that there are no spaces between the foam tape. So kind of overlap them a little bit. And you want to make sure that they're long enough to cover the acetate or window sheet. Oh, there's my little jar lid. Not sure how we're going to do that because I put a space in between there. And I have one more little piece laying here. Just going to put that right there. Now, we're also going to put some around the edges, so I'm just going to use these little pieces that I have, because you want your, now I use dimensionals for the rest. Let's see. I'm going to put one right in the middle so it doesn't sink. All right, so now we're going to peel these pieces off. And make sure that we get all of them. That's where that one piece tore off. Okay, now we're going to bring our card base back in and dump all of our little sequins, or whatever you want to call them, in the middle. And I'm going to move them down just a smidge. We're going to center this. Give it a good press. And there's our shaker card. Now, maybe I should have punched out gold. Maybe we'll get a piece of gold and punch that out, because those are gold. I like to keep it the same color. And we're back. Okay, I'm going to punch out a gold jar lid. And we're going to use glue dots here. I don't like to use glue on acetate. Let's see. Because I always manage to get it on my fingers and then it smears, so let's see here. There we go. So I'm going to put some glue dots, and you know, when you get paper pumpkin kits, you always get extra adhesives, it seems like. And so that's what these are from. Just some extras from Paper Pumpkin. Yeah. I can peel it off and then put it in there. And there is our little shaker card. Now we have to decide what we're going to put on the inside. Let's See, this does not say Happy Valentine's. I'm kind of disappointed. So I'm going to go find an old set that I have that has Happy Valentine's Day on it. Okay, you can tell this is an old one because it's got the green on the top. But I like to save especially my thematic stamps like Christmas, Valentine's, Halloween. Let's see what else. Easter. I like to see the seasonal ones because you never know what you're going to need. So we'll get another stamp out here, or stamp block. And we're going to pull this back out here. And inside we're going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day. If you're interested, sometimes you can find these on eBay or Facebook, where demonstrators or people are selling their old stuff. Anyway, this is called Sealed with Love, and it came with some framelits, as they used to call them. So we're just going to use this Happy Valentine's sentiment. Make sure I get going the right direction. And hope I'm going to stamp it once. There we go. Got some good coverage. There, and get this out of the way. And I'm going to stamp some hearts down in the corner. There. And I think we're done. Now we could put some more, we could put some of these sequins on the top too. I've got some in a bag here. Maybe I'll just take out a few. I'll do 3. I think 3's enough. Always embellish in odd numbers. It's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's what I learned in my decorator class. So we'll put one down here. Peel it off. Use my, if I can find it. Take your pick tool, pick it up, put it on top. I like to lift these up with my paper piercing tool. They don't sell these anymore, but you can get similar ones elsewhere. A lot of my favorite tools they have discontinued, especially these. These are the best scissors. They're really sharp and pointy and can get in the cracks there. So, and let's see. We'll put another one right there. Peel it off. carries the theme through. If we wanted to, we could put a little ribbon here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't really like the space here. So I am going to go get some ribbon. Kind of cover that up. Let's see what I got in. And I'm back. So this trim is from another paper pumpkin kit. I have no idea which one. I save all my stuff left over from there. So I am going to make a bow using this. Actually, I'm going to go around twice, I think. There. Yeah, just tie a little knot. When I held classes, I always made the bows for my customers. No one seemed to want to ever make bows. So I would do it for them. So we're going to put this right here. And hopefully, sometimes when you get ribbon that wants a curl on you, I just wet my fingers a little bit, kind of pull on it. It kind of straightens it out. Just that little bit of dampness. So, pull that tight. And I'm going to put a glue dot there. Let's see if I have a bigger glue dot. Let's see. I guess this isn't any bigger. Maybe I'll just put a couple of them there. And hopefully it'll hold that bow down nicely. And I'm going to cut this ribbon off with this trim. Cut this end off a little bit. Well, I would swear if I didn't live alone, I would swear somebody's been using my ribbon scissors. Did not want to cut there. So, there is our shaker card. What do you think, huh? I hope you enjoyed this. I want to thank you for stopping in. And I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's. Take care and may God bless. I don't really like this little white space in here, so I'm going to put a little bit of trim in there. And I've got some trim that's left over from paper pumpkin kit. And just use what you have on hand. It's nice to get new things and stay up with everything that's in the catalog and the online exclusives, but for stuff like this, usually I've got more ribbon and DSP than I will ever use in my lifetime. So we're just going to make a little ribbon, or a little bow here. Usually the only time I buy something new is if I don't have something similar to it on hand, or if there's really a nice stamp set and die that I really like. Anyway, we're just going to put this right here, and I've got a couple blue dots there already. Let me just make sure I have enough. Let's see. And to be honest, I can't afford to buy everything in the catalog. Maybe some of you are lucky enough to do that, but I'm on a fixed income, so I'm not always able to buy everything I'd like to see in the catalog. So now what do I do with my bow? And there. I think I like that better. Let me know what you think. Anyway, this is our shaker card using the Sweet Jar stamp set, and it's called the Jar Builder Punch. And this also coordinates with the Joy of Jar Christmas stamp set. I'm not sure if it's still available. I'm thinking it probably ended with the mini catalog. But sometimes you can buy some of these, like I said, online. But it's cute. It's got a little gingerbread man and some ornaments and a snowflake and a snowman and a ribbon, and this is his bow, and then some cute sentiments. So anyway, but this is the one we're concentrating on today, and we can use it for St. Patrick's Day that's coming up in March, and for Easter, and then birthdays with the candles. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you make your own shaker card, make sure to post it on my Facebook page, Cottage Lane Stamper and Friends, okay? And I'd like to have you join that. So here we are, and thank you for stopping in. And hope you enjoyed this, and if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you can search for me. Go to stampinup.com, and up in the left-hand corner it'll say search for demonstrator, and you can just put my name in, Sharon Brennan. So anyway, thanks a lot for stopping in. Take care, and may God bless you.